And welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel, in which we will learn about some very basic Git concepts. This is just the second part of the Git tutorial series. So to get started, we first need to install Git, and we actually have done that in the previous video. So to check if you have installed it, just go into the terminal and type in git --version. So if after executed the command gives you an output like this with git version and some numbers, then you're good to go. You have successfully installed Git. So to get started with Git, after you install it, you need to set up your username. So your username can be associated with the commits you make. Commits are basically changes or snapshots of the files in your project. So I have here a picture in which I'll show you a log of the commits of a project that I was working on. So as you can see, every commit has an author, and I'm the author of every commit because I'm the sole developer of this project. So also what I want to mention is Git is integrated with a lot of code editors like VS Code, etc. But what we will actually do is just use the plain old terminal, or you can also use command prompt if you're using Windows, etc. So once we have that out of the way, let's see. Well, now we will actually use two commands in order to set up a global author in Git. By the way, all of these notes are going to be in the description, so if you want to check them out. So copy this first command, go inside terminal, paste it, and then instead of your name, type in, guess what, your name. So type in your name, then I'll type mine. Then what you want to do is, of course, press enter. If there are no errors, you have successfully executed this command. Congrats. So the second, and you have actually set up a username. The second thing we need to do is copy this command, go inside terminal, paste it, and what this command will do is just set up a email for this username. So here in the double quotes, you would like to just type in your email. I'll type mine. So after you've done that, you just press enter, and bam, you have successfully set up a user or a username. The next thing we would like to do is just check if that's true. So you would like to go into site terminal and use this command, which is git config --list. Press enter, and as you can see, we have successfully created a user email, which is this email we just typed in here, and a username that we typed in here. So congrats. So now after you know how to set your username in Git, you need to know about some other things in like repository. what repository is basically a container or folder for Git projects. Whenever you want to associate or integrate, I should say, whenever you want to integrate the Git in your projects, you need to basically create a repository. We will see how to do that and how to initialize Git or integrate Git inside your projects in the next video. For now, or in the next video, we will create what is called local repository. Other things you need to know is the stages in which your files, when tracked with Git, can be in. So when you add a file in your repository, the file is untracked. What that means is basically your file is not tracked with Git, even though you have added your file in the folder where you have initialized your repository. Then if you want to track your file, you need to add your file by using the git add command, which we will talk in a later video. And then the file is in what is called staging area, or the files are staged. Then if you want to create a snapshot of that file or a commit, you need to use the git commit command, and then your changes or files are committed. Then if you, let's say you have successfully committed your files, and then if you edit your files, then they become what is called modified. Your files are being modified since your last commit, and you need to stage the files for commit again by using the same command git add, if you want to later commit your files. So don't worry about this so much for now, it's just a conceptual thing, because I will talk about this in a later video more in depth, and you will see it in practice. So don't worry about too much for now. In the next video I will talk about how to initialize a Git repository and some basic Git commands. So thank you for watching.